On the 9th of April, Arsenal is going to be taking on the side of Bayern Munich at the Emirates, and today Arsenal is going to have to put a final nail in the coffin of Bayern Munich by confirming a very, very, very huge story that we did way back. And if a Bayern Munich fan, you wouldn't like to see this. You wouldn't like to see this happen to your team. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And let's close to 400 likes. Smash on this video and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,400 subscribers. We've already gonna hit 20,300 subscribers. Now we call upon for the 400 mark as we really clinch that 21,000 subscribers onto this channel. So we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Ramadan Mubarak, and there are other stories you're going to talk about. Douglas Luiz of Aston Villa has come out and really told us a lot about his goals and assists this season that are going to accumulate hugely. Then Konsa, who in the head obviously replaced Kyle Walker, who got an injury as as England was playing against Brazil, has come out and really spoken a lot about his debut for the club of England. So subscribe, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell after subscribing. Now let's start it off from the statement that is going to have to be sent by Arsenal to the side of Bayern Munich. To me, I'm going to have to refer to it as the last nail in the coffin. They've told us that Arsenal has expressly informed Bayern Munich that no FC Bayern Munich fans will be allowed into the stadium or into the Emirates Stadium for the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinal on the 9th of April, following UEFA's decision to ban the away fans. Bayern has therefore advised its fans not to get tickets for the game. FC Bayern will only receive a limited number of tickets for its delegation for the match. Now, why have I gone ahead to call it the final nail in the coffin? You see, no team wouldn't like to play in a stadium where they're not really having fans, because when you look at Arsenal, their stadium capacity is close to 60,704 fans there for you. That means Bayern can really be given close to like 8,000 to 10,000 fans into that stadium, and Arsenal will obviously have the lion's share of the majority of the fans, like having close to 50,000 fans. So if you're having 10,000 fans into your opponent's stadium and you are really a fan-driven side, then you really understand that you have the right to do the needful in there for you. But if Bayern is not going to be having any fan in that stadium, then the atmosphere is going to be 100% more hostile than it would have gone ahead to be when Bayern is having 10,000 fans into that stadium. And Arsenal is going to hit to write to Bayern Munich, and they don't expect any Bayern Munich fan to obviously be part of that, unless otherwise Bayern gets in fans and they go in as Arsenal fans, something that I think is really hard to find out Bayern fans in London. I know they are there, but they are not as many as they're supposed to be. Bayern needs to find out a solution to do the job for them. So Bayern is not going to be having any fans. That's the last nail in the coffin of Bayern Munich, and this is another chance for Arsenal to obviously face the side of Bayern Munich when they are really toothless and really hit them badly. The atmosphere at Emirates is going to have to be regarded as one of the best atmospheres for Arsenal and the worst to its opponents in Europe, and they really support their team day in, day out. For the entire 90 minutes, they're ever screaming, Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. I think you really hear them out when they're screaming out loud to really see to it that they rejuvenate or recharge their players, to act as a reminder that something should really turn around. And for anyone who really doesn't know the meaning of this will ask himself, now Bayern will also have its own fans down in the Allianz Arena, yeah, but every time you're really having fans when you're playing away, they can really lift you when your spirits are really down, because we're going to hit to see some managers using the funds to obviously motivate the players. You know, I'm going to hit to see Jurgen Klopp do that, Pep Guardiola do that, Eric Ten Hag do that, because every time you really lift up your funds and they start really supporting and really make that hula baloo, do you know what happens? The players get to charge. They charge up and they can produce a moment of brilliancy in those limited times of minutes. So that is why I've gone ahead to say it's Arsenal's final nail in the coffin of Bayern Munich. And Arsenal has been scoring for fun. So Bayern are going to come in through when they're really having very many problems. Manuel Neuer is injured, Pelovic is injured, Harry Kane is injured. So you really understand that it's not going to be an easy game for the side of Bayern Munich, and whatever they do, they should really understand that it should be a game where they're going to come up and really park the bus. It's going to be a type of game where they have to come to park the bus and hit Arsenal on the break, but will Arsenal allow them to even hit them on the break? I know they'll get chances, but they'll be minimal. So we wait and see how that pans out, but Arsenal are going to hit to write to Bayern Munich to inform them that no fans of Bayern Munich should come in through to buy tickets, because even if they buy them, they won't be allowed obviously enter the stadium of Emirates. And it's only the delegation of Bayern Munich that is going to be given the tickets that they really want and desire there for you. So for Arsenal, when they're traveling back to when they're traveling for the second leg around, is it going to be the 17th in Bayern? They'll have close to 60 or 70,000 fans traveling with the side of Arsenal, unless Bayern Munich being underprivileged into that state. And it shows you that it's really a very huge chance for the club of Arsenal, because why is it that they're going to hit to be drawn against a team whose away fans are not supposed to really travel? Meaning that Arsenal is playing the first game, you kill it off very well. Second leg is really a game to see to it that they really score and really get themselves through to the semi-finals. And I see it as a blessing in disguise in there for you. So that is it, coming in from the side of Bayern Munich, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information about that. Then let's go to Douglas Luiz. We all know how Arsenal is targeting this guy and very many other teams like Liverpool, and Douglas Luiz is going to have to talk a lot about his increase in goals and assists. They said when Unai arrived, he spoke to me about this. He saw my quality and that I can play closer to the box but also defend. He helped me a lot with this. Now, Douglas Luiz this season is really looking good. If you look at his numbers, they are really very positive that every team in the top tier is really having him on his transfer list. They're having him on their transfer list because the stats don't lie for a player like him. And these are his stats. Were they? Douglas Luiz stats. All right, this season in the Premier League, Douglas Luiz has played 28 games. He hasn't missed out on any game in the Champions League. Then he has 9 goals and 5 assists. Those are 14 goals involved into as a player. So to me, it sends a message that Unai Emery is a very good manager, and no one doubts his quality, but when he came into at Arsenal, he really failed. But for Unai Emery, the manager arrived and really got to know that he can really perform well in front of goal and also go back and really defend, something that most teams are really doing, and that is Douglas Luiz for you, a player that Arsenal are really targeting. And people are really saying that Gyökeres is the ideal deal or the priority signing of Arsenal, but you never know, it might turn out to be out, like getting in him to do the job. So that is it, all about Douglas Luiz, and we all know how good this player can be and how he's going to hit to be in several times. Lastly, let's go to Konsa. He made his debut on Saturday as England played Brazil. That is it. So after getting his debut for the English national team, he said, if someone told me years ago, I would have said, no, you are lying. But it has happened and I'm lost of feelings, lost of words. He has to be lost of words because it's not something that really comes on a daily. You know, you get a debut for the national team because the national team is not like a club that really plays week in, week out. So all you would love to see is a player turning out to be really very important for his side, as you see Konsa in there for you. And he was really surprised that he made his debut for the side of England, and he's going to really capitalize onto that. Even tonight, he's expected to start as a right back in that game that England is going to be playing against Belgium this evening. That is the most important bit about it. And he also went ahead to add and said the following, that on the Euros, he said, it's every kid's dream to play in the major tournament, and it is something I want to do as well. And I've just kept Konsa says it's a dream for him to play in the Euros, and everyone is talking about him. But him going to the Euros will depend on the fitness levels of Trent Alexander-Arnold and James. If they happen to be fit, then he has no way to the Euros, you know. And Reece James is better than him. Clean Trippier is better than him. And Luke Shaw is also better than him. So that is it through coming in through from Kosi, and go into the comment section and tell me what's about. So that is it, and I think you're gonna hit to hear all that from Konsa, Douglas Luiz, and Arsenal's final nail in the coffin of Bayern Munich, because Bayern is coming in through at Emirates without their best choice goalkeeper, and you know how many times it's gonna hit to keep them in the game because of his experience, work, and everything that's gonna hit to put on his feet on. So allow us to know the source. Allow us to know the cause of Arsenal sending that letter to Bayern Munich, and tell me, what do you make about it that he really comes out and does the needful. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe. I sign out for now. See you when you see me. Don't forget to subscribe because it's really very important. The moment you subscribe, you won't miss out on any guest that we really do upload, or that you really do upload there on a daily. That is it through, and I'm out.